We are Team Cindy!
Whenever I want to roll up to a table, I have to do a small engineering task first, aka swinging my control panel out of the way so I can get up close and personal with the table. Thanks to my muscular dystrophy, this isn't exactly a quick flick of the wrist. It's more of a full production that takes effort, time, and a bit of recovery afterwards. Occasionally, my arm decides it's had enough and slips off the armrest altogether, which means I need a helping hand, literally, to get back into position. Long story short, I'd love a solution that lets me do this without feeling like I've just completed a workout.
And so, we started working. What followed was a blur of brainstorming sessions, endless 3D printing, intricate soldering, and, most importantly, an unhealthy amount of coffee and donuts. Eventually, we had our first major breakthrough. A motor under the armrest would move the control panel using gears. The system would be controlled with 2 buttons. It was rough, it was held together by more than a few cable ties, but it was ours.
The moment of truth arrived as we mounted the assembly to the wheelchair. But reality is the harsh critic. We quickly realized we had underestimated the torque required to swing the panel reliably. To move forward, we had to do the one thing no engineer wants to do. We had to take our masterpiece apart. Cutting that first build to pieces definitely led to some frustration and maybe a few actual tears. But as the saying goes, the road to success is paved with trials and tears. So, the crew carried on.
We came up with another idea. A planetary gearbox with a better gear ratio. We could use a weaker motor and the system would stay small. However, if something would need to be replaced for whatever reason, it would be difficult to repair it or find the right pieces. That's why we scrapped the idea and decided to go to the hardware store to get some inspiration. After lots of refinements and a steady supply of coffee with Cindy, the blueprints became a reality. Our final product was ready.
The mechanics are built on a dual gear belt drive. When the motor activates, it turns the first gear. The belt then translates that rotation into a second gear mounted below the control panel joint. This system allows for smooth, motorized movement with high precision. Control is literally at Cindy's fingertips. By pressing the outer button, she can swing the arm to her left. The moment she lifts her finger, it locks into place. The inner button mirrors this movement, bringing back the controls towards her. Safety, however, was our top priority. We implemented an emergency kill switch to turn off the entire system so she can still move her controls manually. Cindy can now swing the arm effortlessly in only a few seconds.
Do you think Mission Cindy was a success?
I think Mission Me was a success.